Right away, I'm gonna tell you to do something that will completely change this video for you. Open up your phone, go to the clock app where you can set a timer, start a timer now, and keep the screen open. If you're watching this on phone, do the same thing, but just keep the timer on like a different tab when you can just switch up to. And the second that your attention just flew away and is on something different, stop that timer and write that down, because that is what your attention span is right now. We're gonna fix that. And you might be saying, like, how the fuck is one video gonna repair my attention span? And that might be true if you don't want it to change your life. But if you truly want to switch it around, to be able to focus again on anything that you want, to listen in class without having to grab your phone and look at TikToks, if you truly want that, this video is gonna make that possible, bro. But it's gonna be hard work. But you're a man, you grow from hard work, bro. Let's look at the factors. Why is your attention span so fucked? And there's many different reasons, but for me it was always my phone. I always grabbed my phone when I was bored. I always had the dopamine hit when it was boring. So I was sitting in class, right back row, right at the window, I was chilling. And the teacher was talking smack, bro. I didn't give a single fuck. It was like math class, right? Like 5 minutes in, I was saying like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I grabbed my phone, went on to fucking Instagram, played some fucking mobile games, bro. You remember that fucking game where it was like an alien with like a green face and long nose, like Doodle Jump it was called, where you had to fucking climb that shit? Bro, I was goated at that, bro. And I'm not proud of it. Or sometimes I was waiting in line for a restaurant, like I want to go eat. And I was just standing here with my homies right there. I can talk to them, but I grabbed my phone and checked out shit I can do, right? Like Instagram, whatever. That was my biggest factor, but that doesn't mean it's your biggest factor. What I suggest you to do right now is pause the video, keep the timer running though. Get a piece of paper. If you don't have a piece of paper, open a Google Drive file or your notes app, whatever, and literally go deep into yourself. Think of different situations where you notice, oh fuck, my attention span flew away. I did something else that I was supposed to do, like in class, I fucking started doodling or whatever. Truly, where you notice, okay, the main focus was this, but I went to there, or I just wasn't present. I was just in my mind. Write that down. How I would recommend you to do that is literally have like a main focus part on your paper, like write down like main focus, like I don't know, class or friends, whatever. But be detailed, be honest. And on the other side of the paper, what you did instead. So example given is like talking with friends on one side about, I don't know, cooking, but you went to do fucking game on your phone, or you called another friend, or you thought about fucking what you're gonna play later, whatever. But truly be honest to yourself. And if you want to fix your attention span, literally fill that piece of paper to the end. Literally fill that Google Drive document, like one piece of paper in a Drive document, fully. At least, bro. And you can pause the video right now and start doing that. Now you've collected on why and when you lose focus, you lose your attention to something that you need to focus on. And now many YouTubers, I'm not gonna say, is just remove that completely from your life. That's not possible, bro. Have you ever tried deleting social media? You delete Instagram or Snapchat, whatever, and then maybe just like 6 hours later, one day later, you reinstall it again. It doesn't work like that. Your brain is so attached to it. That's the problem. But we're gonna reattach your brain to the things that it must be reattached to. Your actual focus, your attention span. We're gonna fix that. And the first step, the first actionable step, stop taking your phone everywhere, bro. We're gonna attack that attention span right at the core. And you might be saying, but that's not my main problem. And that's completely fine. But phones, and I can tell you always, phones are always a problem when you're fixing your attention span, when you've basically fucked it. Every fucking man on this planet, when he's outside and he's bored, grabs his phone. Stop lying to yourself if you're lying and saying, no, I don't do that. So we're gonna grab that fucking problem right at the core. Instead of deleting social media apps or whatever, we're removing your phone from your fucking body when you're outside. And if you're rarely outside, which is kind of sad, literally lock that phone in a different room. And every time you want to grab that phone, feel shame, feel guilt, because you're destroying your future. You're losing progress every second you have that phone in your hand when you're not supposed to, bro. And I'm speaking very strictly, bro. I'm speaking very harsh to you, but that's the only way I can really grab your attention that you lost. I can make you react emotionally. You're probably feeling like a type of anger and hatred to me, and that's completely normal, bro. I'm trying to fix your life, and we're gonna do that. The reason you grab your phone when you're bored or nothing is going on, it's because it gives your brain something to do, even though it's not supposed to do something. It's a nice quick dopamine hit, like a nice fun hit for your brain, because it just needs something that it has to react to. Because other than that, it's just emptiness in your mind, right? What that forces you to do when you're outside and you don't have the phone with you is to do something else that will entertain your brain. And for me, that was socializing with people. So you're basically hitting two birds with one stone. If you have a different problem when you're outside, like you don't want to socialize with friends, you're that shy person, you basically have to, or you're gonna fucking be bored to death, bro. And the first step is always the hardest, bro. I know you're thinking like, no way I can do that, and you might be saying like, oh, what if my mom calls me? If you're outside with friends, literally fucking tell your mom, okay, call that guy, you can reach me on that. Or what if I need to do a 911 call if I'm outside jogging? I live in a city, and you probably do too. If you need to call 911, there's probably gonna be like a telephone booth or like a fucking person, a civilian that you can like scream help to and tell them to come and they can call 911. If it's something very important or something that you need your phone, like truly need, and don't lie to yourself, like maybe it's a fucking like maybe it's a wedding from I don't know your sister and you want to record for her, then fine, but never lie to yourself. And I also hope that fucking timer is still going. But back why letting your phone at home works so well is I'm gonna give you an example from me. Yeah, no, like back to the restaurant waiting line. I fucking had my phone on me. I was playing fucking games all the time, bro. The time that I changed it around and I let my phone at home when we're again waiting for something, like something else, doesn't have to be a restaurant, don't remember. I started talking with my friends. And I was always a shy person, or maybe shy is the wrong word, but I wasn't speaking a lot. I was always, in the background just chilling. But I started to socialize because I always wanted to socialize with people. I always wanted to talk with people. I fucking talked with people in front of me that I don't know. Because, hey, I don't have anything to do. I'm kind of bored right now. I talk with my friends. But, hey, let's talk with that guy. I started networking with random people, and that's how I started to get into contact with like one of my best friends that I know right now, and it's also on self-improvement. So not only is letting your phone at home fixing your attention span day by day, but also like a lot of good things can happen to you. You evolve as a man in different ways, and that could be a lot of factors. For me it was socializing, but maybe for other people it's something else, like they started going to the gym more, they started go jogging more. You're gonna evolve as a man if you let your fucking phone at home, bro. And before you do the next steps, do that for 1 week at least. After the 1 week, if you still have like that urge to go outside with your phone or do anything with your phone while you're outside, out of your house, then do another week. Be honest to yourself. But at least 1 week. You cannot change your attention span in 2 days. Stop lying to yourself, bro. At least 1 week. And then you can go to the next steps of this video. Number two, find a hobby that you truly love. Find a hobby that is literally your purpose right now in life. And for me, it was I found music. I started to make music. The reason why that works is basically you're giving your brain entertainment because you're doing something that you love right now for a longer time. Like when I'm making music, I'm sometimes like 3 to 4 hours just working on it, focused. And don't choose a fucking activity that you do daily anyway. Fucking playing video games, bro. That's not purpose. That's not a hobby. And I'm honest with you, bro. That's not a hobby. It has to be something that you like tried before or never tried before and you were kind of attached to it. You felt your heart like attaching to that. And that was for me music. Maybe it's for you fucking writing blogs or making action figures or trains. I don't know. A purpose that you focus on daily or nearly every day, and it gives your brain entertainment because you love it so much, but you truly focus on it for a longer time. Something that you're gonna do probably till the end of your life, bro. The reason why this works is, like I said, you give your brain entertainment for a longer while. You have to train your brain again to focus on something, even though it's maybe gonna be some hard times, but you just love that purpose. You just love that hobby so much that even you fight through hard times. And mostly those hard times are boring times in your daily life, right? Because right now you live comfortably. Right now you're probably sitting at home watching a video about how to fix your attention span. You've noticed that you live like a comfortable man, and you have to become uncomfortable to develop as a man. So we're gonna make it easy by making you focus on a hobby and a purpose in your life. And it could be also multiple purposes. Like for me, it's making music, making these videos to help you, also going to the gym, developing as a man in your body, and also martial arts. I go to a box club. Just find a purpose that you literally focus on it that much that you don't give a fuck what's happening on the outside world. You don't give a fuck who wrote you that message, because you're doing something right now that you love, bro. So after like the hell week with like letting your phone away, you still never go outside with your phone, but now you have something to do. Maybe it's something you do outside, like I said, you go to the gym or you start going to the box club. Maybe it's something inside. If you're inside, again, lock your phone in a different room. Put it in a fucking like cupboard where you're probably gonna forget that it's in there in like 15 minutes, and then you're searching your phone in like fucking after you did your hobby. If your timer is still going and you haven't stopped it yet, good job, bro. I'm proud of you. Step number 3, start journaling, bro. And you might be asking, what's journaling? I've never heard of that before. That's completely fine. It's basically writing a diary every day. And it's not your fucking like Barbie ass, goofy ass, dear diary. No, don't do that, bro. If you want to, go ahead. But what I mean is, at the end of a day, when you're about to go to sleep, you literally pull up your booklet and just summarize the day that you did. And what I recommend you to do or force you to do, bro, that you get a physical journal, like a literal paper book, bro. Because that will stop you from fucking swiping to the other apps when you do it on phone. I'm literally forcing you to get a fucking physical book for you, bro. It's gonna be a small investment, but that investment is gonna change around completely and make you big profits in life. Because it's a crucial part of fixing your attention. And when you're journaling, the main points in your journal are literally what you enjoyed of the day, what you didn't like of the day, and what would you have done differently in the day. Example given, it's a fucking Friday night. You enjoyed the working, you know, you worked 8 hours, you talked with your friends, and you enjoyed the customers, you enjoyed going to the workplace because the bus was here already, it was early, it was easy, blah blah blah. And maybe you didn't enjoy the weather, it was way too hot, blah blah blah. And the most crucial part is the last one. What would you have done differently? And it could be the example if you went to the club that day, but you should have gone to the gym. Your friends were waiting on you, stuff like that. And you have to be honest. And in the beginning it's gonna feel weirdly journaling every day, and that's normal. But if you build that habit, you again add to something in your day that you can do instead of fucking grab your phone, go play video games, or the problem that you have that always fucked your attention span that you wrote down in part 1, like your fucking problems. You can literally journal, literally write everything that's in your mind. It could be later literally like, oh, I want to fucking write a book later at night or whatever. Just journal what's in your mind. It's gonna give you a clear head and not your fucking full of garbage brain with all TikTok clips or whatever. It's gonna give you a clear masculine head by journaling. Then this is something that I recommend you to do for the rest of your life because it only has advantages. Maybe you've heard of meditation. It's a similar concept. You're training your mind by making it clear it out on a piece of paper that you're writing on it with a pen. And then maybe if you're fucking bored and you don't have anything to do, you can always grab your journal and start reading it. Oh, that did that. Maybe let me try that again. Trust me, bro. If you get over that initial hurdle of like, man, I don't want to do that, and you build it as a habit, it's gonna make it very enjoyable. It's gonna be very funny reading those old papers, old fucking things that you wrote down. So you just have to get over that initial mountain, that initial problem of like that habit building. And if you once have it as a habit, it's going to be one of the most like enjoyable things that you do in your daily life. Even like sometimes better than the gym. And like the biggest advantage that I nearly forgot is gonna start making you more creative. Because you literally have to think of like, okay, what I have to write down. In your daily life, you're going to be more creative. And so when you ask, what do you want to do today? You literally say spontaneous, let's go to that restaurant because it has a nice steak. I want to eat that steak. Whatever. But you're going to truly be more creative in your daily life, which is going to give you a lot of advantages, not in your like daily fucking basic ass life of waking up, going to sleep, but also like in relationships, businesses. going out with your friends, people will start liking you more because you're creative. So if you start doing that, bro, not only have you fixed your attention span again by a margin, but also you developed again as a man. The final step before I'm gonna let you go from this video and then you can stop the time is be honest to yourself, be accountable. And the easiest way to do that is to have a partner that you literally like lock down and talk to every evening. And you tell them like, bro, hey, again, I lost focus because I grabbed my phone or started playing games, or I fucking just went out of focus, started thinking about goofy things. Be honest with them, be accountable. And you have to feel shame in your body that you did that. The only way that you're gonna fix your life around, the only way that you're gonna fix the attention span and your focus is if you have consequences of that. And maybe your friend says, hey, you have to pay me fucking $200. Literally make yourself consequences. And maybe it's just that initial shame that is enough for you. But if you say, that's not enough, then build consequences. Maybe you say, okay, I have to put $500 every week in where I fucked up that initial steps of fixing your attention span. I grab my phone again. I have to put that in my bank now. Make consequences, bro. And there's like an initial small risk in this routine that you switch to your other problems. Like maybe you fixed your phone. Like literally you stop taking your phone everywhere. You stop taking your phone when you're talking to your friends. You stop taking your phone at your PC, whatever. You fix that. But now it's doodling in class, losing focus again, but on a different problem that you've written down on a piece of paper. And you're gonna do that routine completely again, and that's normal. And you're gonna develop as a man more. You're gonna level up more. You started at level 1. Now after the first routine at your level 50, and then again you did it on your level 70. Just keep doing it. And every time you start watching this video, click that timer. Check your attention span. How long have you kept focus without switching to other apps and stopping a timer? So what I recommend you to do is to save this video somewhere, like write a link down or put it in a playlist where you always see it. And when you finish that routine and you say, okay, when you finish that routine, you say, okay, I fixed that problem. I notice my attention span is fixed, but I still have those other problems that I sometimes switch to. Watch this video again. Let it change your life around again, bro. We're gonna develop as a brotherhood, bro. Me and you and other man in this self-improvement clique. We're gonna change our lives. And it all starts with you, bro. See you in the next video. I hope I helped you.